Let us have a look at the second tank that we have scaped in our new gallery, shall we? This tank again is a 90p tank. Talking about the equipment that we have used in this tank, we have used Sunsun canister filter and we have filled it up with Aquarium Neo Media. You would have probably guessed by now. We love Aquarium Neo Media and we believe that the system is really stable because of the media itself. And the light that you are seeing on this tank is LED Star AQJ Series 1 light. If you ask me what is the difference between Series 1 and 2 in terms of output, the light is right now at 100% and you can actually see a kind of bluish tint to this light. In version 2, it's been more stabilized and you can get even at 100%, you can still get a daylight feel for the tank. And talking about the CO2 system, we have F-zone regulator which is actually regulating the CO2 injection, and also for diffusers, we are using Aquarium Neo Original diffuser. Let's talk about this Scape. What we are attempting in this tank is to create a very simple but a tank which can provide us with 4 layers of Scape. It's a typical kind of densely planted forest or densely planted Scape that you can call it, but while scaping it, we have paid attention to attempt and get a 4-layer Scape for this. Like I said, the first layer will be the bottommost, the carpeting layer. The second layer that we are trying to create is using this couple of bogwoods, giving a U shape. And the third layer, actually the second layer is a combination. The layer that you are seeing here and the bogwood layer. And the third layer we are trying to achieve using Monte Carlo on top of lava rocks, black lava rocks that we have used. And the fourth layer we are attempting to create using Rotala red species. On the right we have planted Rotala HRA and on the left we have Rotala colorata. The plants are still acclimating and plants are still growing. And talking about the plants that we have used, we are focused on Monte Carlo in all the layers. So at the bottom we have used Monte Carlo to give some details and the forest kind of feel. We have also used Pogassimon Helferi. On the second layer, we are focused on again Monte Carlo on the wood, but also we have used a kind of bigger plants compared to Monte Carlo, which are Blixa japonica and also Glossostigma. And you can also see Pinnatifida, the UK variant, being planted on 1, 2, 3 and 4 spaces. The third layer we have focused on Monte Carlo again, but to give the details we have used Anubias nanapetate, and like I already said, we have planted on the soil bed at the back, we have planted Rotala HRA and Rotala colorata. Let's talk about the hardscape. While we wanted to achieve a 4-layer kind of a feel, we also wanted to keep it very simple for all of us to try it. So we first used old soil and lava chips that we had in this tank. We used a mesh bag to make kind of blocks so that we can raise the terrace at the back. And then we went ahead, stacking some black lava rocks, and on top of them we also used bogwoods. You can see 1, 2, 3 and 4 bogwoods that we have used to create those kind of layers and terrace. At the back we have a nice flat surface area where we have used Aquarium Neo soil, and on top of that we have planted those stem plants. Since we have used bogwoods in this, during first 1.5 months we did not plant because we had a lot of tannins. We have used Muscline Purity to get rid of the tannins here, and then we had trouble in making sure this wood stays. This particular bogwood, even now it doesn't stay down. So what we have done is we have used, you can see here in the exposed area, we have used cereal rocks. We have used DAT glue and cotton to bring them down, fix them and bring it down. It's stable now. Other bogwoods are kind of stable. It's not disturbing the scape as such. We have left it. Apart from this particular bogwood where we have used glue to stick it to the surrey rock, we have not used any glue anywhere. And all other hardscape items, we have just placed them, we have not glued them together. Another fact I would like to discuss here is that we have used Monte Carlo even on the sides, specifically to make sure the soil doesn't come down. While we have used rocks and woods to make sure the soil at the back doesn't come to the front, we have also used Monte Carlo because once Monte Carlo stays in, they hold the soil as well. It's been close to a couple of months since you have started this tank. After planting, it's gonna be a month now. Plants have settled in, but you would have already noticed we have got a lot of hair algae on these two patches of Monte Carlo. The reason is not this tank. These particular patches of Monte Carlo, I brought it from my home where I had a tank which was heavily infected with hair algae. It was not a good idea, but still we wanted to give it a shot. I would say the amount of hair algae has come down. What we have done is this particular tank is having a CO2 stable environment. Plus, we have also used marceline carbo spot dosing to bring it down. We hope that we will be able to recover it fully within a month or so. And another point I wanted to discuss on algae is on the BBA. So we got one batch of Anubias nanapetate where one of the leaves had BBA, and we have cut the bunch and used those nanapetate in many tanks. On all those tanks we have got BBA issue, but however BBA we can easily recover using marceline carbo, again spot dosing. And if you triple dose your potassium dosing on daily basis, we have seen that BBA also comes down. So we also will be recovering this. We will bring you updates of these tanks probably once in a month, but at the end of this video you are going to watch a short clip which will explain how we have went ahead doing the hardscape for this tank. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.